All right, this is number one on our review sheet. I'm going to go ahead and take you through these problems. This first one, number one, okay, this is the power property. Notice that there is a monomial inside the parenthesis, and it is raised to the power of 4. So by rule, each of these exponents, and the 3, remember, has an exponent of 1, each exponent is being multiplied by that 4. So for the 3, 1 times 4 is 4, so it's 3 to the 4th power. For the x, 2 times 4 is 8. For the y, 4 times 4 is 16. The only thing I then have to take care of is 3 to the 4th power, which is 81. I don't have any negative exponents, so that'd be my answer. Now, the degree of the polynomial, there are 24 total exponents, so that'd be my degree, and this is a monomial. Okay, there's only one term there, okay, so that'd be considered a monomial. For letter B, that is a division problem. So the rules here, I'm going to simplify the fraction. So I have the fraction 4 over 12. And then I'm going to use my division rule for my variables. Now, when I'm dividing, I'm going to subtract exponents. So I'm going to go ahead and organize them here, my information all together. Let's go ahead and take care of this. 4 over 12 simplifies to be 1/3. Okay. The a's are being divided, so I'm going to subtract those exponents. 3 minus 7 is negative 4. The b's are being divided. Oops, I just realized I wrote 12 down here, and that is a 2. Okay. The b's are being divided, so I'm going to subtract those exponents. 9 minus 2 is 7. Now, on this one, notice we have this negative exponent, so I do need to move the a to the bottom part of the fraction. So this is going to be b to the 7th over 3a to the 4th. Notice we change our a to a positive exponent when we fix that negative exponent. Now, this is not a polynomial, okay, because it has that variable polynomial. Okay, because it has the variable that's in the denominator. Okay, so we don't need to answer anything for the degree. Okay, you can either put a dash mark or you can write none. Okay, either one would be acceptable. Okay, letter C. This one we have a binomial. Notice that is multiplication. Binomial multiplied to a binomial. So we're going to go ahead and use our box, 2x2 box. And we're going to multiply. So I have my 8x plus 3 on one side, 8x minus 3 on another side. So let's do our multiplications. 8x times 8x is 64x squared. Remember, x times x is x squared. 8x times negative 3 is negative 24x. And now I'm down to the 3. 3 times 8x is positive 24x. And 3 times negative 3 is negative 9. Combine my like terms, and I would get 64x squared. My x's, 24x plus negative 24x, those add up to 0, so I do not write them down. And then we would have minus 9. Now, this is a quadratic because it's of degree 2, okay? And it is a binomial because there are 2 terms. Okay. Last one, letter D. In this particular problem, there's actually 2 distributive property problems. So I have that one right there, and then I have this second one here. Now, do make sure you're paying attention to whether that is plus or minus so you know whether to consider that a positive or a negative 5. So let's go ahead and distribute here. Now, I'm going to go ahead and organize this with a 1x2 box. So I have 3x squared multiplied to 4x minus 7. So 3x squared times 4x squared is 12x squared. 3x squared times negative 7 is negative 21x squared. I'm a little off today. Just realized I did that. Okay. Be careful when you are multiplying your x's. X squared times x is x to the third. Okay. Apologize for that. Then I'm distributing the 5x. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and make a 1 by 3 box so I can organize it. 5x. Then we have our 2x squared, or 7x, and our negative 9. So 5x times 2x squared is 10x. I'm not going to make the same mistake twice. X times x squared is x to the third. 5x times 7x is 35x squared. And 5x times negative 9 is negative 45x. Now, I've done all that stuff. Now, I need to combine my like terms. Okay, so I have all of these terms on the inside of my box. I'm going to go ahead and collect them. Okay, so my x to the thirds, okay, I'm going to add together. My x squareds, I'm going to add together. So 35. And then I just have that negative 45x added on. So let's go ahead and add these together. Reminder, when we're adding, we don't mess with our exponents. So 12x to the third plus 10x to the third would be 22x to the third. Negative 21x squared plus 35x squared is positive 14x squared. And minus 45x. Now there are 1, 2, 3 terms here, so this is a trinomial. And the degree would be 3. Okay, this leading term has the highest degree, and that degree is 3. So we would say that polynomial, that trinomial, to be specific, would be of degree 3. Okay, and that's number 1 on our review sheet.